to call it as English for communicative purposes, which is not wrong. It's okay. Although I find that description a bit long, so I would rather have us call it communicative English, because both English for communicative purposes and communicative English serve the very same purpose, which is to discuss English, which is used for communicative aspects or communicative objectives or goals. Now, I sent you a task a couple of days ago, and your job was to try to work on that task in groups or in pairs and try to revise the tense systems. Last week when we met, I told you that this subject is more likely to fit into the context of what we used to call English 1 before in the old curriculum. So the old curriculum was divided into 6 categories of the English level, or 6 levels of English. So we had, for instance, English 1, English 2, English 3, English 4, English 5, and English 6. And these different levels of English belongs to 3 major categories of English levels. So the first one was intermediate English, which was meant or was referred to by English 1 and 2. Then we had upper intermediate English, which was English 4, was English 3 and English 4. And we had advanced English, which was composed of English 5 and English 6. So now the curriculum is different, and the designation also is a bit different. So that's why we have this English for communicative purposes, or simply communicative English. But the objective of the subject is always the same: to enable you as students of English to be able to develop skills, develop your communicative skills, and improve your language knowledge to fit the context of the course that you guys are doing. Now, based on the task that I sent you last week, which I think was this week on Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken, you were supposed to revise the tense systems that are used in different contexts in the English language. So that's what we're going to start with today. We'll start by looking at the activity that we had a couple of days ago, and we're going to try to make sure that we discuss it as a class. We provide the answers to the task, and again, as we discuss the task, those who will be participating, I would like them to do it in a very, very organized way, which is through raising your hand by clicking the hand icon on the screen. And if you are given a way to do so, or a chance to speak, is whereby you turn on your microphone. But if not, your microphones should remain silenced, so that there cannot be any interference in this virtual classroom. Now, let's dive into the task itself. Let's go to the first part of the task, where you guys were supposed to revise the tense systems. The first part that we have here is about identifying tenses that are supposed to be used or are used in different contexts using the verbs that we have in this exercise. So now wherever you have tense, identify tenses or identifying tenses. Then number 1, you have write the correct verb form, active or passive, using the verb in the box. So you have, for instance, here the verb walk, and this is the same verb that you're supposed to use in different scenarios that are presented here. Now, the first one was as an example, as you can see. So if here, how do you get here? And the speaker B is saying, we walked. It didn't take long. So there's a clear usage of the past simple tense. But we'll see throughout the task that different tenses will be used. And it's very important first to be able to identify the tense and to be able to match the proper form of the verb according to the context of the tense, and also understand why that is the correct form to be used in, or why that is the correct tense to be used in that particular context. So now I'll ask someone to answer number two and tell us the proper tense to be used and also the correct verb form. Then we proceed. Anyone would like to discuss number two? Okay, we have Lycidia first. Lycidia, welcome. And you can interrupt. You can turn on your microphone and go ahead. Lycidia?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Lycidia, and
I
welcome,
don't know
please.
if you can hear me.
We can hear you loud and clear.
Yes,
Yes, Lycidia?
yes, lecture. I was saying in question number two, our baby Jack is walking now. He is year old. I don't know. He's missing a year here. I use present continuous.
Okay, do you have any justification as to why you decided to use present
Yes.
continuous? Okay, do you have any justification as to why you decided to use present continuous?
We use present continuous for continuous action. The baby is walking now and he will continue walking. I will use this.
Okay, so according to Lycidia, the correct answer here should be the use of present continuous tense, and the answer should be the baby. Is that the same answer to all of you guys, or is there anyone who has a different answer from that given? Okay, Dadivu. Yeah, Lycidia, then you can microphone while we hear Dadivu's idea. Thank you so much, Lycidia, for your idea, for your contribution. Dadivu.
Good afternoon, lecture. Good afternoon, colleagues.
Good afternoon and welcome.
Uh, in number two, in fact, she's right. I don't see it differently, but I have something to add.
Okay.
It is it is used present continuous. Why? Because we use the present continuous to talk about actions that are taking place in progress.
Okay.
Therefore, me as well, I choose uh, present continuous.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dadivu, for your idea, for your contribution. Anyone else would like to share some ideas? Anyone else would like to contribute to this aspect? Jersia. Jersia, go ahead, please.
Good afternoon, lecture. Good afternoon, class. The answer that I chose is our baby Jack walks now. He's a year old. I chose walks because it's simple present and it's referring to
Jersey.
Yeah.
Can you say it again, please?
My
Jersey.
answer is our baby Jack walks now. He's a year old because it's referring to something that's currently happening now at that time. So that's why I chose the answer. It's simple present tense.
Okay, very good. So thank you so much, Jersia, Dadevu, and Lisidi. Now, sometimes we'll be faced by this difficult prospect of distinguishing present continuous tense from present simple tense, because sometimes these tenses may be used interchangeably depending on the context. Now, we use the present continuous tense when we talk about actions that are happening at the moment of speaking. For instance, if I say I'm eating fish right now, it means as I speak, I'm holding here a plate of fish and I'm eating. But if I say uh, I eat fish, for instance, it doesn't mean that I'm now holding a plate of fish and eating fish. It means that this is something I do on regular basis, for instance. So if you give me fish, then I'm going to eat. It's something I do on regular basis. Now, yeah, we're talking about a baby's milestone of development. So we know that a baby, once it's 1 year old, is more likely to walk. So there's a difference between seeing a baby walk and knowing that at this stage of the human development, a baby can walk. So that would be expressed in two different ways. So in this particular case, as Jessa was saying, would use the present continuous because we're talking about a current situation which is now permanent because of the milestone of the baby's development. So we know that as from a year old, a baby can walk. So instead of saying our baby is walking, we say our baby walks now. He's a year old. So which means at this age, at this stage, this baby can walk. But if you see the baby walking from the mom to the father, you can say, this baby is walking to the father, so please hold him so he cannot fall, for instance, because it's a situation that is happening at the moment as we speak. But if you say our baby Jack walks now, doesn't necessarily mean that as we speak, this baby is walking. The baby might be sleeping, but you tell somebody else that no, now my baby is 1 year old, so he can walk. So you can say my baby walks now. He's a year old. So I hope you guys don't get confused here, especially Dadefu and Lisidi. So yeah, the answer is walks. So we use the present simply. We're talking about a permanent situation that appears to be current at the moment. So it's the current stage at which the baby is at the moment. Not necessarily that this action of walking is happening as we speak. So yeah, the answer is walks. Our baby Jack walks now. He's a year old. Is it okay, guys? Can we move on? I can still see Dadevu's hand on the screen and Jess's hand on the screen. I don't know if this from the previous time that they raised or it's just a new idea that popped up. Dadev and Jessia? Okay, I think it was from the previous contribution. Now let's go to number three. Number three, we have I need to have a rest. We blank space non-stop for 4 hours, and the verb is still walking. So, what could be the appropriate form to be used here, and what tense should that be? Someone? We have Nausea and Diana. Let's start with Nausea, Miranda. She was the first one, then Diana. Nausea, you can go first. Nausea, if you speak, turn on your microphone so we can hear you, because now we suspect that you might be speaking, but we can't hear you because your microphone is off.
Good afternoon, Elijah. Good afternoon, colleagues. In that case, we say have been working.
Okay, so what is the tense and what is the justification that you have?
In that case, we have present perfect continuous. Uh, so my justification is we are talking about something that uh, they 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 are already oh they did it before and they will continue working. So that's why I say have been working.
Okay, thank you so much. What's your name again? I see your profile is Nausea, but I hear through the voice that you're not Nausea.
Yes. I'm Dalton.
Oh, Dalton. Thank you so much, Dalton. Uh, Diana Paulo, is it the same idea you provide, or do you have a different idea from that given by our colleague Dalton?
Good afternoon. It's the same idea
The same
because we
idea.
are talking an action that started in the past but haven't finished yet.
Very good. So that is the correct answer. Here we're supposed to use the present perfect continuous. We're talking about an action which started in the past and is still progressive. It hasn't yet ended. So say I need to have a rest. We've been walking non-stop for 4 hours, which means we started walking 4 hours ago, and up until now we've been walking. So we haven't had any rest. We haven't stopped walking. So we've been walking non-stop. So there should be have been. Yeah, sometimes I'm typing the mouse. Sometimes you may see the writing appears lately on your screen. So there should be we've been walking. Okay, we've been walking non-stop for 4 hours. So this is the answer to this part of this task, which means number two we use the present simple tense. Number three we use the present perfect continuous. Let's go to number four. Number four is a different verb now. Anyone for number four? We have nailed on. Nailed on.
Yes, good afternoon, class. Good afternoon, lecturer. Can you hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear.
Thank you. Yes, for number four, I wrote was taken.
Okay. Do you have any justification?
Yes, yes. In this sentence, the subject didn't do the action. Reason why we use the past simple passive.
Okay, and why?
Sorry?
Do you have justification?
Yes, yes.
Yes, tell us, please.
I chose it because one of the ones was taken to the hospital. If the match was hard, maybe he got injured and he couldn't take himself to the hospital and he had to get taken by someone.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so in this case, for you, it should be the past continuous tense, right?
No, past simple passive.
Past simple passive.
Yes, yes. What was taken?
Was taken to hospital. It was a hard match, Anyone else would like to share his or her ideas? Anyone? Nelsia? I think this is Dalton. This is using Nelsia's phone. Dalton.
Yes, lecture.
Yes, go ahead, please. I see your hands on the screen.
Yes, I agree with Nelton. Yes.
You agree in which terms?
So, because when we are talking about passive voice, we should know that the subject does not practice the action, but we are talking about something that happens with the subject in this case. So that's why I think so.
Say it again.
I was saying that in passive voice, the subject does not practice the action, but he suffers oh he passes by something the subject.
Okay, so the subject they don't perform an action but suffers the action performed by any other entity, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, great. Anyone else with a different idea, or this is unanimous for the whole class? Iron?
Yes, good afternoon, Lesha. Good afternoon, class. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Yes, I agree with Nalton and Dalton, but I have a other justification that take me to choose a past simple tense. And the other thing here is that because the action happened at a specific time in the past.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So, in your perspective, the answer should be the use of past simple tense.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, Iron. So far, we won't say which is which. We're going to hear Jefferson, then we'll come back to decide which answer is the correct one. Thank you so much, Iron. Jefferson? I mean, Jefferson. Jefferson. Jefferson, your hand is on the screen. We don't know if you raised it intentionally or was from the previous contribution.
So sorry, I was talking, but my mic was off. My answer is it was a hard match at halftime. One of the footballers were taken to hospital. Now that I look at my answer, I think I said were taken because of the article there. Because if it said a footballer, then I would have said a footballer was taken to hospital. But then I said were because of this plural form for footballers. So I said one of the footballers were taken to hospital.
Okay, thank you so much, Jessia, Iron, and Dalton, and others for sharing your ideas. Now, I'm happy because all of you pointed at the past simple tense and passive voice as being the correct tense to be used here. Now, the slight difference is in the subject-verb agreement that you seem to be taking different directions, you guys, in your answers. So some prefer to say was taken to the hospital or to hospital. Others say were taken to hospital. Now, let's look at the sentence number 4. What is our subject in sentence number 4? We have here, it was a hard match. At halftime, one of the footballers. Our subject, is it singular or plural? Iron, your hand is on the screen. Nelton. We can't hear Iron. I think his microphone is off. Nelton.
Yes, lecturer.
Is our subject here singular or plural?
Our subject is singular.
Okay, so if our subject is singular here, our verb form should be
Was.
the subject, right? Should be also in singular or in plural.
Sorry, I couldn't hear.
If our subject is singular, our verb form should it be plural or singular?
Singular.
Also be singular. So Jersey, I want you to pay attention to this part here because I think you got confused because of the noun footballers. But here what's being said is not every football, I mean not all the footballers were taken to the not all the footballers were taken to the hospital, but just one that was taken to the hospital, which means in a football match, there are 11 players, but here what they're saying is at halftime, one, not all of them, just one, which means it's singular. One of the footballers, one of the group, one of the members in the group was taken to the hospital, not everybody. So the verb should be in singular form. Should be in singular form. So we should be, or we should say, one of the footballers was taken. This is the answer. One of the footballers was taken. So we use passive form in the past simple tense. Was taken. Okay, so now we go to number 5. Now let's go to number 5. I have a name here, but I can't tell. This name is a bit strange, but it's Charles. It's YNH Charles.
Hello, class and lecture.
The lecture is not here, bro.
Nah, lecture is
I imagine this might be careful, but
Especially the girls. on Facebook they use very strange names. So they say Atal blah blah blah. So this is how the profiles look like on Facebook. Okay, so Carlos, you can go ahead, please.
For me, number 5 should be the shirt fits me. I will take it because the tense I will take it is future simple active.
Okay, it's future simple tense in active form, right? In an active voice, right?
Yes.
Okay, so this shirt is me. I will take it. Anyone with a different idea, or does everybody agree with Carlos' perspective? I see Rosita, I see Ed. Do you guys have different ideas, or it's the same answer?
Good afternoon, lecture and class.
Welcome.
It's the same idea, and what made me choose this sentence, future simple active, is because the subject made a momentum decision.
Okay. I guess spontaneous decision, right?
Yes.
Okay. Very good. So that's the answer. Thank you so much, Carlos, and thank you, Rosita. This is Rosita was speaking right now.
Yes, lecture.
Okay, thank you so much, Rosita and Carlos, for your. In fact, here should be future simple tense in active voice because it's a spontaneous decision. So the person maybe was trying on a shirt in a shop and realized that this shirt in fact fits him and decided to take it like right away. So here should be, I will take it. This shirt fits me. I will take it. Okay, thank you so much. Now let's go to number 6. So it should be, I'll take it. Yeah, so you'll pardon my handwriting here. I'm just using the mouse. Sometimes you will not see properly what I'm writing. Okay, let's go to number 6. Where here my dog looked guilty. He blank space some food from the kitchen table. So we'd like to go first for number 6. We still have 2 hands here, Rosita and Carlos, but I think maybe it is from the previous contribution. If not, we'll have you guys share ideas. Okay, we have here Margaret. Margaret Mauman. If you're using someone's profile, please tell us your name before you contribute so we know who's talking.
Good afternoon, Margarita.
Good afternoon.
My name is Margarita. See, proceeding. My dog looks guilty. He took some food from the kitchen table. I use active voice because he did an action.
Okay, use active voice. But then what tense? Is it active voice in the present simple tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, past simple tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense, future simple tense? What tense in the active voice?
Present simple tense.
Present simple tense. So this is going to be, my dog looked guilty. He takes some food from the kitchen, right? Hello, Margarita?
Teacher, I'm still here.
Is your answer going to be present simple tense in active voice?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so that's Margarita's contribution. Let's hear from Maria de Fatima. Maria de Fatima, are you there? I saw your hand on the screen. Thank you, Margarita.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, yeah, there's some. Go ahead.
Excuse me?
Go ahead, please, we can hear you.
Yes, I choose past perfect active. My dog looked guilty. He had taken some food from the kitchen table.
Francisca, your hands on the screen. If you are trying to speak, we can't hear you because your microphone is off.
Good afternoon. Is is not Francisca's Francisca and Myra because Myra doesn't have a mobile phone.
Okay, very good. That's good. So you guys can use the same device. No problem. The most important thing is for you to engage in this session. Okay. This one is that is Maria.
Myra.
Myra. Yes, Myra. Okay.
And
Myra, what's your idea?
number six, number six. My dog looked guilty. He took some from the kitchen table. It's a past simple.
It's a past simple. Okay, the
Yeah.
past simple tense as well as the past perfect tense sometimes are a bit confusing, but what we have to understand is the past perfect tense expresses a previous past that took place before another in the past. So, for instance, if you're telling somebody, dog looked guilty, it means there's something that had happened before this situation of appearing guilty. So, which means it's something which happened before this action that also took place in the past happened. It means now you have to use past perfect tense. So the previous guys who advocated for past perfect tense, then the right. And we also thank you, Margarita, Rosita, Maria Fatma, and you as well, Francis, for your contributions to this question number 6. So the answer is, my dog looked guilty. He had taken some food from the kitchen. So this, we have two actions that both happened in the past, but one happened before the other. So we have to use the past perfect tense. So say, my dog looked guilty. He had taken some food from the kitchen. That's why he looked guilty. Is it okay? Francisco? So we have to be very attentive to these different tense systems because sometimes can be a bit confusing. But just of trying to understand the context and the rest will swiftly follow. Okay, let's go to number 7. In number 7, we've with a new car. We blah blah blah. This one for ages. So who wants to go first here? Kant. Kant will go first.
Good afternoon, lecture. Good afternoon, class.
Good afternoon and welcome.
For number 7, can you go up, down a little bit? Yes. For number 7, my answer is we need a new car. We have had this one for ages. And for me, it's present perfect because the present perfect is used for situations that started in the past and continues or has a connection with the present.
Okay, used for an action that was in the past and still has a connection with the present, or it has some impact in this present moment, right?
Yes.
So today we need a new car. We have had this one for ages. Okay. Anyone with a different idea? I see Margarita's hand on screen. No, Maria de Fatima and Francisca. Do you guys have a different idea, or it's just the idea? Nelton?
It's the same idea, lecture.
Okay, that's an idea. Okay, very good. So here is a clear usage of the present perfect tense. We have had this. It means if we say we need a new car, it's because we have had this one for ages. It means we didn't have it, and the action of it or the possession ended in the past. It means we still have this car. So which means the act of having the car started in the past and it is still happening at the present moment, or it still has some connection with the present moment. That's why we use the present perfect. So we say we need a new car. We have had this one for ages or for so long. So it should be we need a new car. We have had this one for so long. So this is how it was supposed to be. We need a new car. We have had this one for so long. Now let's go to number 8. Well, here we a lovely picnic until my wife was stung by a bee. Who wants to go first here? We have Anna, I think it's Anna Tolga, we have Lycilia. Okay, let me see the list of those who have raised their hands. And pick at least someone who hasn't spoken yet. Anna Tolga, Bazima. Do you want to go first? Anna Tolga?
Okay.
I think Anna Tolga was speaking, but we couldn't hear because the microphone was off. Anna Tolga? Okay, let's go to someone else. I think Anna Tolga is facing some technical problems, or she might not turn on the microphone. Let's go to Atisha.
Good afternoon, lecturer.
Good afternoon and welcome.
Thank you. Here, I think the answer should be we were having a lovely week until my wife was stung by a bee. It
Okay.
should be past continuous.
Okay, should be past continuous tense. Okay, do you have any justification for that, Atisha?
Yes, because the picnic was in the progress. One another event happened.
Okay, so the picnic was in progress or was an action that was taking place until some other action also happened. So we have two actions that took place in the past. One was in progress, the other one just happened in the middle of the action that was already in progress or was already happening. Okay, that's Satisha's answer. Do you guys have a different answer? We have here Margaret, Mariette, Fatma, Diana, Anna Dorka. Do you guys have a different answer or is it just the same one? It's the same, okay. Thank you. So
It's the same.
it's the same.
Yes.
It is the same.
Okay, I like the way you guys say the same. So what can we say? Is it the same? So our teacher has already said it. So what can we say? Is it the same? So you guys sound very fine. Okay, so yeah, the answer should be past perfect tense. I mean, not past perfect, past continuous tense. We were having a lovely picnic until my wife was stung by a bee. Until this action interrupted the previous action that was happening in a progressive form. That's the correct answer. Okay, so now let's go to number 9. Let's go to number 9 and let me see the people I have on the screen. Delva will go first this time. Thank you so much, Adam, for providing the answer to this question. Delva, let's go to number 9. Don't phone at 8, we, blah, 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 dinner, then.
Good afternoon, lecturer. Good afternoon, colleagues.
Okay, afternoon, welcome.
At night we have don't phone at 8. We blank dinner game. So I think the answer should will be having. Like don't phone at 8. We will be having a dinner game.
Okay, we'll be having dinner then. Okay, so what tense is that, Delva?
Is future continuously.
Okay, future continuous tense. We'll be having dinner then. Future continuous tense. Okay, thank you, Delva. Anyone with a different idea? I see some hands here. Osvaldo, Tanya Mutimba, Abednego, Atisha. Do you guys have a different idea, or is it just the same one? Claudia, Osvaldo, Abednego. Atisha, do you guys have a different idea, or is it the same one that was provided by our colleague Delva?
Good afternoon, lecture. Good afternoon, class. Yes, I'll go along with the adverb.
Okay.
It means that this action will be in progress in the future.
Okay, so it's an action that will be in progress in the future, right?
In the future, yes.
So don't call or don't phone at 8. We'll be having dinner. So now we understand that this 8 is probably 8 p.m. because no one has dinner in the morning, but we have dinner in the evening, most probably. So this should be don't phone at 8 p.m. We will be having dinner then, or at that time we'll be having dinner. So that's correct. That should be we will be having dinner. Glasia, did you have a different idea or is it the same?
It's the same one, lecture.
It's the same one. Okay, that's good. That's why I told you guys last week that your English is already advanced. That's why we didn't need to go back and study like those simple stuff like personal pronouns, greetings and introduction, and those simple stuff like tenses like present simple tense. So this exercise is good because it helps us see the level at which you guys are at the moment. So it should be, we'll be having the, then now let's go to number 10. Number 10. Number 10, let me see the people that I have on the screen. We have Osvaldo and Anatol. Osvaldo, I think it is your first time to get a chance to talk. Osvaldo, you go first.
Good afternoon, lecture. Good afternoon, class. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Yes. The question is, our sandwich gappy, freshly, gappy, daily. I think the answer will be our sandwich are freshly made daily. I mean, this this sorry would be in passive voice. Are made.
Okay, can you say it again, Osvaldo?
I say the answer would be our sandwich are freshly made daily.
Okay, our sandwiches are freshly made daily. In this case, you would prefer to use present simple tense, right? In the passive voice, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much, Osvaldo. Diolinda or Anatol, do you guys have a different idea? I see your hands on the screen.
The made is present simple passive.
Okay, I made is present simple passive, so which means your answer is the same as that given by Oswald, right?
Yes.
And Diolinda as well. Okay, so that's it. Here, we're supposed to use the
Legend.
yes.
I'm not an Atorka.
Ejmani, are you using Anatorka's phone?
We are using it together because my phone has some.
Okay, that you have to identify yourself because here I see the same phone. Both people using that. I can be sure.
Yes, thank you.
How much, Ejmani? Obviously, present simple, inactive. Something happens on a daily basis. So our sandwiches are made. Our sandwiches are freshly every. So inactive. Our sense are freshly daily or on a this. It's a regular action that happens. Okay, thank you guys. Let's go to number 11. We have Diolinda, Ed, Nelton. Well, let's start with Ed. I think this is his first time to say something. Ed, then we'll go to Diolinda, and if not, we'll go to Nelton, then Oswaldo. Eddie, Matos.
Good afternoon, class. Good afternoon, lecture. For number 11, have you heard about learning? The correct answer for me will be he made he has been made resonant. Has been made resonant. Huh? Grateful. Can you help me with this word? Secondly, I thought or said it correctly.
Hello, Eddie, can you say it again, please?
For number 11, if you hear this about land, he is Emma. So he has been made prisoner.
He has been made.
Has been made redundant.
Redundant. Okay, has been made redundant. Redundant.
Redundant. Yes.
Redundant.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you guys know what redundant means? Nelton. Okay, well,
Yes.
okay. Nelton, do you know what the meaning of made redundant means?
I think yes.
What is it to be made redundant?
It's to be expelled from work, but they make you feel that you are guilty for being expelled.
Very good. Yeah, that's it. So it's to be dismissed from your position at work or in a company that you're working for. Then you can say he was made redundant, which means he was dismissed from the workplace for disciplinary reasons. Very often when you're made redundant, it's for disciplinary reasons. Maybe you did something wrong in the company, you did something wrong in the organization, then they decided to discharge you and hire somebody else. Okay, thank you so much, Nel. Tanya Mutim, is it the same idea that you were going to tell us, or do you have a different one? Tanya? Okay.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon and welcome.
I think HTML is off. Sorry about that.
Okay, it's fine. It's okay.
Actually, I was about to answer what you said about redundant, and I was about to say it's when a person lost their job.
Okay, that's it. That's it. Thank you so much for your contribution. So that's it. So here the answer is, have you heard about Lenny? He was made redundant. So it should be voice in the past. He was made redundant. Let's come to number 12 now. we're going to cover this part of the exercise when we reach number 20. So we're still going very well, and we are saving the time pretty well, which is good. Number 12. Erica Kumban.
Good afternoon, lecture. Good afternoon, class.
Good afternoon and welcome.
Thank you. Number 12. By the time I'm 40, I will have made enough money to retire. The tense here is future perfect.
Okay, the tense is future perfect. Can you tell us why you decided to use future perfect?
Yes, because we use future perfect to speculate something that will already be finished in the future.
Okay, to talk about an action or an activity that will have ended, yes, at a certain point of time in the future, or something that will be completed by a certain point of time in the future. Okay, we still have here Delva and Anatorka. Do you guys have a different idea?
No, lecture is the same.
It's the same idea. Okay.
It's the same.
Okay, that's fine. So here should be future perfect tense. Because it's an action that will have been or will have ended at a certain point of time in the future. By the time I am 40, I will have made enough money to retire, which means by this age of 40 years old, this person will have made enough money to retire. So I hope that is the case for everybody in class. Well, once you guys turn 40, then you'll have made enough money for you to retire and forget about work and enjoy your life, travel around the world and visit many places around the world. Okay, so let's now go to number 13. So number 12 is I will have made. By the time I'm 40, I will have made enough money to retire. Okay, let's go to number 13. We have bamboo. First.
Lecture. To number 13, I have the answer. Washed. Why? They are being washed at the moment. Why? First, the genes are the receiver of the action. Or practically, we're saying that someone is watching them. So the verb must be in passive. The time marker at the moment signals action in progress now, which takes the present continuous. So combining both gives us the present continuous on passive. So in my idea, so to me, I have that answer. Are being washed.
Okay, can you say it again? At least the last part.
And continuation is washed. So the correct answer is are being washed.
Okay, it should be they are being washed at the moment because we're talking about an action which is progressive as we speak at the present moment as we speak, right? Where on my jeans they are being washed. Okay, let's hear from the others if they have the same answer. Albertina, is it the same answer for you? Thank you
Yes.
so much. The previous speaker, who was the person who spoke first was Bam, right? Albertina.
Fernando Zekabambo.
Good afternoon, Rachel.
Yes, I want to know the official name of the first speaker. Bam, is that your official name?
No, it's Fernando.
It's Fernando, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
good. Yes, okay, Albertina.
It's the same answer.
Okay, the same answer. Naima Guatemala.
Good afternoon, life is the same answer.
Good afternoon lecture is the same answer. Seems like the name of the lecture is the same answer. Good afternoon lecture, the same answer. Okay. Okay, thank you so much, Naima, for your contribution as well. Okay, so it's obvious to everybody. It would be the present continuous tense. Was we're talking uh, about an action which is happening at the moment. So the question is, where are my jeans? They are being washed. So which means this action is happening now as we talk, as we speak, are being washed. Okay, now we go to number 11. I mean, number 14 was 11. We go to number 14. And let me check the names that we have here on the screen. We have Pedro, we have Delva, we have Anatorika, we have Albertina, we have Naima. We're going to start with Pedro. I think it's his first time interacting with us today. Pedro, you go first. Pedro, if you talk, make sure you activate your microphone so we can hear you. Pedro, we can't hear you. I think your microphone is off.
Yes, lecturer.
Okay, now we can hear you.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you. Just be a little bit louder so we can hear you clearly.
Okay. That's it. My favorite white t-shirt went pink. So the answer is it was washed with my daughter's red jumper. So that is the right answer. My favorite white t-shirt went pink because it was washed with my daughter's red jumper. And that's in past simple passive.
Okay, so that should be past simple passive or passive voice in the past simple tense. So it's past simple passive. Okay, that's fine. Let's ask the others if they agree with your answer or they have a different perspective. Delva, do you have a different answer or is it the same one provided by our colleague Pedro? Naima, is it the same answer that you would provide or do you have a different one?
It's the same.
Okay, it's the same answer. So obviously here we're supposed to use uh, the passive voice, but in the past simple tense. So it's a past passive, or it's also referred to as passive past. My favorite T-shirt or my favorite white T-shirt went pink. It was washed with my. It was. Can you go back there for us to see the main verb so we cannot get confused? Okay. So the verb that we're using here is the verb to to wash. Then it should be my favorite white t-shirt when pink. It was washed with my daughter's red jump. Okay, let's now go to number 15. Tanya Puzan, you go first. Tanya, if you speak, turn on your microphone.
Good afternoon, lecture. Good afternoon, colleagues. Number 15. The correct answer of the sentence says Simon was all wet because the correct answer for me is had been washing, and it is on past perfect continuous. And I chose this answer because the activity had been continuing before the another point in the past. The fact that Simon was wed is the result of that activity.
Okay, so the result of you of uh, having been or having been washing, right? So B. What should that be?
Leisure,
What tense should that be?
past perfect continuous.
Okay, should be past perfect continuous. Very good. So Simon was what because he had been, and should be he had been. Hello, Tanya. Can you just complete the full sentence?
Simon was all wet. Yes.
Okay. And because
Because he had been washing the car.
okay, because he had been washing the car. So it's past perfect continuous. So he had been washing the car. So we have two actions that happened in the past, but one happened continuously or progressively, um, and one happened once. So we have had the past simple tense as well as the past perfect continuous tense. So Simon was all wet because there was an action that had been happening uh, during that time. So which means he had been washing the car. This is the reason why he appeared all or completely wet. Okay, thank you so much, Tanya, and I guess the others would also agree with you that this is the correct answer. Let's go to number 16. 16, we have Pedro, we have Osvaldo, we have Milton. So, Milton, you can go first. I think it's your first time today.
Yes, greetings to lecture Jill and colleagues. In question number 6, the right answer is present simple. I think it's present simple.
Okay, explain please. The most important thing is to be able to identify the answer and also be able to explain why that particular answer is the correct one.
Yes, it's present simple because she sells computer softwares.
Can you say it again, Milton?
Yes, I was saying that my opinion is that the right answer is in present simple because she sells computers softwares.
Okay, how do you understand that it's supposed to be in the present simple? We need your justification, your clear justification that guides you to take this answer.
It is because the action is current. She sells computers. It's not continuous. That's why I think it's present simple.
Okay, the action is not continuous, is current, is the current situation.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much, Milton. Let's hear Tanya, then we'll come back to Milton to decide whether the answer is correct or not. Tanya, I think Tanya is not here. Naima?
I'm here. I'm here.
Yes, Tanya.
I think the answer is present simple because it's a it's a regular activity. Like she does the job every day. Yeah, something like that. It's action that is done on daily basis. That's why it's in present simple.
Okay, it's an action that is done on daily basis.
Yeah.
Your action. Okay. My sister earns a good salary. She sells computer software. Okay. Naima, do you have a different idea? With Naima, Dadivo, Pedro, Francisca, Osvaldo. Do you guys have a different idea or is it the same idea provided by your colleagues? Osvaldo?
Lecture? Yes, lecture.
Do you have a different idea or is it the same answer that
No,
yeah
I
or
just want.
you
I
just
just want. I just want to add that. I just want to say that we use a present simple for regular actions, activities, and jobs as well. It tells us that it tells us that it tells us about her regular activity or occupation. Am I
okay,
out
so
of
this
time?
tells us about her regular activities or her occupation, like what she does for a living, what she
Yes.
does every day, right? So her
Yes.
job is simply to sell computer software. So this is
Yes.
clearly present simple tense. Okay, that answer is correct. The way you justified it also makes sense as combined with how your previous colleagues as well have answered. So it should be, of course, she sells computer software. So we use present simple tense. My sister earns a good salary. She sells computer software. Let's go to number 17. Manding Matos, you go first this time.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon. Is your real name Manding Matos?
I'm Armand. Lecture.
Okay, Armand. Okay.
Yes,
Is that what they call you at home, right? They say Manding.
that is lecture.
Okay, that's fine.
All
Tell
right,
us.
number 17. I will solve it just now. If it's like if no one offers to buy the house by auction next month, so I think it's if no one offers to buy the house, it will be sold by auction next month. The tense is future simple tense. And I think so because the house will receive the action of be selling in the future.
Okay, can you say it again? I think there's some salad that you're
I
making
think
here.
I think it's future simple tense because the house will receive the action to be selling in the future.
Yes, what kind of future? Will it be future simple tense, future continuous tense, future perfect continuous tense? What type of future?
Future simple future simple passive.
Say it again.
Future simple passive.
Okay, future simple passive. It should be future simple in passive voice, right?
Yes.
Okay. Guys in class, do you guys agree with our friend Mandinho's answer? You agree do you guys agree with Armando?
Yes, Rachel.
Albertina, Naima Ramos, Margarita, Delva, Francisca, and Tanya Puzam. Do you guys agree or do you have a different perspective?
No, the same.
The
I
same?
agree.
Okay, there's no way you would disagree with your boyfriend Mandin, right? Okay, so that's the correct answer. In fact, yeah. Thank you so much, Armando, for your answer. Now we have here, if no one offers to buy the house, it will be sold by auction. Armand, I want you to pronounce this word again. Can you see the word that I've underlined? Armando,
Yes, legend.
can you see
Legend.
can you see the word I've underlined in this sentence?
Yes, legend.
Can you pronounce it again?
Auction.
Again?
Auction.
Okay. Can someone in class help our friend Mandin to pronounce this word? Anyone in class would like to help our friend?
It's pronounced auction.
Very good. So that's pronounced auction. Yeah. The other word that we have is action. Like we talk about an action that happens. But here we're talking about auction. Thank you so much, Tanya. Armando, do you know what the word auction means?
No, legend.
Okay, good. Anyone in class would like to explain to Armando what this word means?
I think I have an idea of what an auction is.
Yeah, that's the idea that we need. So tell Armand what selling something by auction means. If you say, for instance, this car, this computer, this cell phone is being sold by auction, what does that mean?
I think it's when you go to they do biddings, like different people with a lot of money. They bid on a certain object that is expensive, or yeah, and they use different transactions via banks and stuff. I think that's the idea.
Okay, basically that's the idea. So people, for instance, offer themselves to buy a certain article or a certain item or a certain object. Especially if you look at the objects or the work of art, does not come with a price. For instance, if you look at Leonardo da Vinci's art, for instance, you wouldn't find a price. So if they say at the museum they're going to auction one of Leonardo da Vinci's paintings, it means that people will be there uh, doing the bidding, and then they will be offering different prices. Like if one person says, I can pay $100,000, and someone else will say, I can pay $150,000. The other person says, I can pay $200,000. Someone else says, I can pay $500,000. Someone says, I can pay $1 million. Then maybe the one who offers the highest price is the one that is going to buy the item or the object itself. So there's no specific price for the object. People keep offering different prices, and then the one who offers the highest price is the one who buys the item. So that is called this item was auctioned when that is the way it was sold. Okay, thank you so much, Tanya, and the rest of those who their contributions in this particular question. Now we go to number 18. So number 18 we have here. I wish I'd bought that antique chair I saw in the window. I'm sure it will have been sold now. So this one was done for us. This is a different type of tense. Now this is a passive voice, but using the future perfect tense. So wherever will have been sold, which by that time, or if you go now, this item will have been sold, which means will no longer be there. So that's why the person says, I wish I bought. The person regrets now not having bought this item or this chair that he or she saw in the shop window. So by this time, go there, it will have been sold by now. So this is a future perfect tense in the passive voice. Now let's come to the last two questions. We have number 19 and number 20. And the verb is teach. We'll start with Nelton. Nelton, you go first.
Yes. For this sentence here, I chose future perfect. Where we have at the end of the term of this term, I will have taught for 6 years. I chose future perfect because at a certain time in the future, this action is gonna be passed.
Okay, so you choose perfect because at a certain time in the future, this time or this action will be passed. Is that what you mean?
That's it, yes.
Okay, so we think you meant this action will have been completed, right? At a certain point
In
of
the
time,
future.
right? This action
Yeah.
will have been completed. Okay, thank you so much, Nelton. Tanya, do you have a different idea? Tanya,
No,
Timber.
no, the idea is the same, but it was it was quite tricky. This one.
Okay.
Um, it says I would have taught for 6 months.
Okay.
What if you? I would have taught for 6 months. Is it the same thing?
If you say I will have taught or I would have taught.
Oh, I will. No, I made a mistake. It's okay.
Okay, it's fine. So yeah, be at the end of this term, I will have taught, right? I would have taught for 6 years because this person it means has been teaching for so long. And now maybe after this term, then he's going to complete 6 years teaching or in this profession of teaching. Now the person can say at the end of this term, I will have taught for 6 years, which means this is an action that will be completed at some point of time in the future. So it's going to be I will have taught for 6 years. Okay, great. It's like you, for instance, at the end of this term, you'll have studied or you'll have attended your course for a year now because now you're in the second semester, and then at the end of this term, you'll have covered one year doing your course. So you can say at the end of this term, I will have covered 2 semesters in my course. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Let's go to number 20. Let's start with Dioclencia, then we'll go to Rosilda, then Iron. These are the people that did not have much opportunity, I mean, much chance to say something. Rosilda, then Iron, then Delva. Rosilda?
Good afternoon, Leshan. For number 20, I choose past continuous passive. So the sentence will be like this. The children were being taught how to make cakes when one boy dropped his doll on the teacher's foot. So I chose past continuous passive because describe an action in progress.
Can you say it again?
I said I choose past continuous passive because we saw here an action that because it's describing an action which is in progress.
Okay, sorry guys, I was all speaking while my microphone was off this one. So you were saying that The tense to be used here should be past continuous tense. Is that correct, Rosilda?
Past continuous passive.
Okay, past continuous passive.
Yes.
The past continuous but in passive voice. Okay. Iron, Mashak, do you agree? Or do you have a different?
Yes, lecture. I agree with Rosinda.
Okay.
And the action about teaching was in progress when another action happened. So that's why I choose past continuous.
Okay, so this action of dropping the bowl happened when another action was already in progress. Okay.
Yes.
Delva, do you have a different idea? Delva?
Yes, lecture. It's the same idea.
Okay. Which one is the same idea? Delva.
Lecture?
Which one is the same idea?
The colleagues say that they chose the past continuous passive. So I'm saying that it's the same idea. Yes.
Okay, the same idea of the past continuous passive, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to check because sometimes you guys simply say it's the same idea and then you're not even engaged in what we're discussing. Okay. Okay, so it should be the children. Yeah, can you complete the sentence, Delva?
Leisure?
Can you read the full sentence?
Um, the children were being taught how to make cakes when one boy dropped his ball on the teacher's foot.
Okay, the children were being taught how to make cakes when one boy dropped his ball on the teacher's foot. I think this boy might be someone like Irish or Dalton, right? These are the people who are more likely to to drop the ball on the teacher's foot. Okay, guys. So I said that we would close our session at 5 p.m. because I thought maybe we'd take longer, like discussing each and every situation in this sentences. But I'm glad that you guys are reacting positively, and most of you understand why, for instance, you pick a certain tense, why you are using a certain tense instead of the other. So this is what is very very important. Now, in tense systems, the most important thing is for you to understand how each and every tense is used and in which context. Because context is very very important. When you guys were still at the primary school, so I ended up clicking my microphone. So I was saying that when you guys were at secondary school, you were told and taught that the present simple tense, for instance, is used for things that happen regularly. But we know that that is not the only usage of the present simple tense. So the context is very important. We can use the present simple tense for actions that happen regularly, actions that are true, like when we talk about general truth. If I say, for instance, the sun goes around the earth, this is a general truth. Wherever you go, that is the same scientific truth that you're going to have. So when you talk about scientific truth or general truth, you always use the present simple tense. When I say, for instance, water boils at 100 degrees Celsius, this is general scientific truth. Wherever you go, whether you're in Mozambique, you're in Japan, you're in China, or you're in America, you're in England, you're in India, you're in Afghanistan, Iraq, wherever you are, water will always boil at 100 degrees Celsius. There's no other place on earth where water can boil under such temperature. So there's a general scientific. We also that the present simple tense can be used to talk about regular activities or actions. Like if you say, I go to the campus every day. I start my sessions at the campus at 12:30, for instance. So whenever it's 12:30 means your sessions. Now these are regular activities that happen on a daily basis. But there are cases where you can use, for instance, the present simple tense to talk about future actions. So here is whereby we start to unlearn some of the aspects that we learned at similar school, and we move on to next steps or next stages. So for instance, we know that now at this level, because we're no longer at similar school, now we are at university, we are now university students, we know that we can use the present simple tense to talk about even the future, depending on the context. If I say, the president arrives tomorrow, then this is a sentence which is grammatically in the present simple tense, but expresses an action that is going to happen in the future. So I can say the president arrives tomorrow. The president arrives is present simple tense, but the effect of this action is going to happen in the future, expresses the future. We also discussed in the level of similar school that we use the present simple, present continuous tense to talk about actions that are happening at the moment of speaking. That's why some of your colleagues were getting confused when we saw the first sentence saying our baby walks. So they were indecisive whether they should say our baby is walking or our baby walks because of this confusion of the present simple tense and present continuous tense. But now we know that the present continuous tense can be used to talk about progressive actions in the present. Like if I say, I'm talking to you right now. So this is a progressive action or a continuous action in present. But I can talk about the future. I can also use the present continuous tense to talk about the future. So I can say, I'm traveling to South Africa tomorrow. Then I'm traveling to South Africa is a sentence in the present continuous tense, but does not express an idea which is happening right now as I speak. It expresses an idea which is going to happen in the future, or it has its effect in the future. I can also use the present continuous tense to talk about an action which may not be necessarily happening right now, but is temporarily the action that someone is, let's say, at that stage or at that status at the moment. If I say, for instance, Gersia is attending English course at UNICEF, even if she's not at the camp right now as we speak, but this is a temporary situation that is happening, is a situation that's happening this current moment. This is what in her life step she's doing at the moment. Even if she's not at the campus right now, but we know that she's attending English course at the campus, even if she's not there as we speak. So we can also use the present continuous for such aspects. We also have the past simple tense. We learned at Singapore school that we use this tense to talk about finished or complete actions, like things that started in the past and finished in the. But sometimes you can use the past simple tense, the structure of the past simple tense, to talk about something which will have an effect, for instance, even in the future. If you go to the lecturer and tell him and say, lecturer, I wanted to talk to you. This sounds like an action which maybe took in the past, but you're expressing in a polite way the desire to speak to the lecturer. Like you're telling him, I want to talk to you. Like you can say, for instance, directly, like, lecturer, I want to talk to you. But if you go to lecture and say, lecturer, I would like to talk to you, or I wanted to talk to you, then you're using a structure in the past tense, but the effect of the action that you want to express is not in the past simple tense. So now the most important thing, as I was saying, in each and every tense is for you to understand the context in which that tense is being used, to understand why that tense is being used, and also understand the different usages of each and every tense in English. So this will also help you improve what you learned from some other schools, and also add to what you have right now. And at some point, some of the things we'll have to unlearn them, as I was saying. because we cannot learn language based on act of memorizing grammar rules, memorizing structures. That's why this is called communicative English, because the main aim is for us to improve our communicative skills. You guys learned in linguistics last semester that we have something called communicative competence, and we have something called Chomsky, for instance, talks about competence and performance. So competence being the ability to handle the grammatical structures or the knowledge of the language. So you know, for instance, all the structures of the language, you know the tenses, you know the parts of speech, you know how the verbs should be conjugated, you know how the tenses should be dealt with. But sometimes you may not use this knowledge in a real communication situation. You cannot use this knowledge in a real life situation. So, which would be referred to as the performance. You don't have the performance. So, we want to make sure that you guys have both. You have the competence and you also have the performance, or what Dale Himes would refer to as communicative competence, which means you are able to use the knowledge that you have in real situations. So, for this to happen, you need to focus much on communicative language rather than only focusing on memorizing grammatical structures, which is not bad but would not be helpful when it comes to dealing with real communication situations. Now, I don't know if you guys have any question before I make the final remarks before we hit the hour of 5 p.m. Do you have any questions about these 20 questions that we discussed here in these 10 systems? We have I think it's Dioclesia. Yes, Dioclesia.
Yes, Leisha. I have a question on number 15. It says Simon was all wet because he had been watching. I wanted to know if it's wrong if we say Simon was all wet because he was washing the car, because the same things express something that happened in the past. So I had a small doubt about that.
Okay, that's a good question. Uh, I'm going to give a chance to one of your colleagues to answer this. What's your name again?
Dioclesia.
Yes, Dioclesia. Between Rosilda and Tanya, so Tanya is is just run away. Rosilda, would you like to clarify your colleague's doubt? Rosilda, would you like to clarify your colleague's doubt in number? You said that's number what? Number 15, right? Okay, yes, in number 15. Rosilda? Okay, yes. And Tanya.
Mr.
Yes, go ahead, please.
Even I had some doubt about this question because I had written that Simon was all wet because he had washed the car. And I think we gave a different answer. No, 50. Yes, we gave a different you gave a different answer. And then I had a different answer.
Okay, so what answer do you have before?
The one I had was Simon was all wet because he had washed the car.
Okay. Now, if you say Simon was wet because he had washed the car, now you'll be talking about two actions that happened in the past. One happened before the other, which would be the case of past perfect tense. And we already discussed that the past perfect tense is used when we talk about an action which happened before another in the past. Now, this would not be a sequence. In this particular case, in number 15, would not be a sequence of actions, but the was showing that there's one action that had been happening which caused the subject to be in the situation where we found him in. For instance, if you come back from the campus and you find your little brother completely dirty and pale and full of dust, then you can ask, uh, what had you been doing all this time when I was at the campus? You look so dirty, you look so dirty, you look so pale and then full of dust. So now you are using the past perfect continuous tense to ask about what the person had been doing in the past, which means a progressive action in the past. The person had been doing for that to be the result of how the person looks like at this current moment. So it's different from an action which happened before another one in the past. So if you say, for instance, I had finished my homework when the lecturer asked us to present. Now, you're talking about two actions that happened in the past, one before the other, but none of them was in a situation of being progressive or continuous. But in this case, we are saying that Simon was well-read. So this is the result of something that he had been doing for him to appear like this. So if he was well-read, it means he had been doing something in the past that caused him to be like this. So this is not a case of two actions that happened in a sequence, like one action happened, which was not progressive, and another action that happened. It's a situation whereby there was one action which was progressive, which was continuous in the past, that caused this subject called the Simon to appear the way he looks like right now. So you can say Simon was all wet when I saw him because he had been washing the car. So this is the difference. So that's why I say the context is very important. It's very, very important. And you can say, for instance, Simon was well wet because he washed the car. This would not make sense. Or Simon was well wet because he had washed the car. You can say, for instance, when his father arrived home, Simon had washed the car, which means there were two actions that happened, not in a progressive form, happened in the past. One is for Simon to wash the car, the other one is for his father to arrive home. So his father's arrival happened after another action had already taken place in the past, which was to wash the car. So you can say, when his father arrived, Simon had washed the car, had already washed the car. So that's the case. Is it okay? Who asked this question? I can't remember. Dioclesia, are you there?
Yes.
Okay. So are you clear, or are you still getting confused?
Not that much clear. It's because I wanted to know if it's wrong or
Yeah, I wouldn't say wrong, but I would say it's not natural because in language, sometimes there are some structures we use that they don't sound natural. Let me give you one example. If someone says, I I don't hope to succeed in this exam. Can you say that this sentence is wrong?
no.
No, but would you say that this sentence is natural? If you listen to different speakers of English around the world or in the daily communication, in daily use of the language, would you ever hear anybody use this sentence or this utterance saying, I don't hope to succeed in this exam? Would you ever hear anybody?
No, I'll just think that he's a beginner.
Okay. Okay, you just think that the person's a beginner because the sentence is not natural, right? So in language, we sometimes have such situations whereby someone may produce an utterance or a sentence which is not necessarily wrong, but doesn't sound natural. So which means if you spoke to a native speaker, this person would find it a bit strange, even if the sentence is not wrong, but would find it a bit strange to digest what you're saying. So that's the case. So saying Simon was all wet because he had washed the car cannot be necessarily wrong, but in this particular context, would say it doesn't sound natural. So the most appropriate one would be use of the past perfect continuous tense. Is it okay?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, that's it. You're welcome. Okay, guys, so now it's 5 p.m. and this is the time that we had agreed to end our session. Now, before I end my session, I have to tell you that I want you, those who are able, like Kent, like Nelton, Pedro, maybe Irish, Tanya, Jersia. I've seen some people who have some good command of technology. If you can, those who are able, try to download a move entitled Gifted Hands. I'm going to write this the name of this move on the screen because this is the move that we're going to use uh, for an assignment that we're going to have. And this assignment will be submitted in 3 weeks from now. So which means you're going to have 3 weeks to watch this movie. As from next week, you're going to have 3 weeks to watch this movie in groups. And it's important that each member from the group watches the movie. Then I'm going to send you a set of questions that will be answered based on this movie. So in this subject, we're going to do a lot of communicative activities. We're going to put together both speaking, listening, writing, reading, grammar, and vocabulary. We're going to do lots of these activities. So we'll be listening to different songs, we'll be reading different texts, we'll be writing a lot, we'll be speaking a lot, and we'll also be discussing grammar and vocabulary as well. Now, the title of the move is called Gifted Hands. I'm going to write this on the screen so you guys can see. If you see, please let me know. This is a move which is based on true story. It's based on the true story of Dr. Benjamin Carson or Dr. Ben Carson. And it's also a move which carries a story that can also at some point inspire us. But most importantly, we just want to use it for language learning purposes. So the title of the move is called Gifted. Can you guys see what I'm trying to write on the screen? Okay, thank you. Yeah, so the title is Gifted Hands. Gifted Hands. So this is a story of Ben Carson or Benjamin Carson. Now, those who can, try to download this move from your platforms. If you can't download it, you can either talk to Stelio. Stelio is a student from Year 4 English class. He's the class representative of Year 4 class in the morning. And I used his class one day where in year 1 was in. So if he says he doesn't have the move, it's okay, you can download. If he still has it, and save your megabytes and copy it from his computer. And anyone from year 4 class, because some of them they still have this move and they kept it on their computers, so they have. If you find a stereo and you can't download the move either, then bring your pen drive on Monday. I'll be there on Monday, and I can just copy it to pen drive so that you can share it with others. Is it okay? Tanya, I see your hand is good.
Yes, I wanted to ask if there is any website we can download from.
Or if you just download from YouTube. But some other friends of yours, I think they download from uTorrents. There are many platforms you can download the movies. So I think Kant will help you with that. I think it can help the class. You just send the link or the right site to download it. But you can even download it from YouTube. You just type the title, give it the hands.
Okay, is it available on Netflix?
I think so.
Okay.
What do you mean, Ash?
Okay,
Okay, yeah. So you can check it on Netflix. If it's not available, then you can download from YouTube or you can download it from uTorrents. I think Kant and Pedro and Nelton, the Irish as well, might know many other platforms where to download. I think Carlos, Dalton, many other guys in class that might be much engaged in these issues of technology, including Abednego himself. So I think he's more likely to know how to download the moves. Abednego, are you okay?
I'm okay, actually.
Yeah, I didn't hear you answer any question today. So talk to these guys: Abednego, Iron, Anastasio, Fernando, Benicio, Dativo, Osvaldo, Ed. Talk to these people: Jersia, Francisca. I'm sure these people know how to download. Licilia, Kant, and everybody that is in class. So now I'm going to quickly go through the names of people who attended the session, and if you don't hear your name, then you can let me know afterwards. So we have here Abednego, Iron, Albertina, Anastasio, Fernando, Benicio, Cacilda, Clésia, Dádivo, Délcia, Delva, Diana, Dioclência, Diolinda, Ed Matus, Érica Kumban, Francisca, Gércia, Hortência, Kant, Licilia, Lindalva. I don't know if this is the original name or it's just a nickname. Our boy, Mandinho, Armando, Margarida, Maria de Fátima, Milton, Nelton, Osvaldo, Pedro, Romeu, Rosilda, Sheila, Tânia, Puzan, Tanya Mutimba, and Carlos. If you didn't hear your name, please let me know. Okay, we have here Mayra as well. Okay, if you didn't hear your name, oh, those who are using like two people in the space, then you can send me your name on my WhatsApp. So I'll add it to the list. So that's it, guys. That's all for today. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for your investment. I know that most of you just use your data, your megabytes, but this is what learning is all about. Sometimes we may not meet at the campus, but we still have to make sure that the learning takes place, or we still have to discuss some of the issues. So technology sometimes helps us to do this, even if we're not together in the same in physical environment like the classroom. So thank you so much. I wish you a wonderful day. You and your family. Stay safe. Stay cool. Goodbye.